What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today is the next day after this video posts. So we went out, just to kind of give you a little back info, we went out Saturday and went to go fish in a spot that we love to fish during the winter time. Our conditions were fairly well. The winds were blowing supposedly 10 to 15s. The water was out a little bit, but we were dealing with a full moon. So the full moon took effect, I believe it was Friday, and then obviously in the Saturday we fished Saturday. So we were dealing with a full moon, you know, fish being out, being able to kind of feed all night. And we kind of knew that it might be a little slow, which it actually was. But when you got a bite, you got a good bite. Like, it was, the fish hit it, you know, and we caught some decent fish, which you'll see, like I said, after this little kind of intro, you'll get to see the fish that we actually wound up catching. But I wanted to just go over what we use to catch these fish, and, you know, try to do a little, like a little info on like what we're using, just to let you guys know as viewers, you know, what's really being used out there, at least what people are starting to catch fish on, at least what we're catching fish on. I mean, there's tons of stuff out there, but just today, this is what we were using that caught fish. So one of the ones that produced very well was this soft Dine in like a purple with the orange kind of front and mouth of the head, with this hologram green with blue purple. I think y'all can see that. Great reflection. You know, this is just the soft Dine. It's not the soft Dine XL, it's the smaller, you know, profile bait. I didn't have one on me. Buddy Doc did, and he was throwing these, and he was killing the flounder with this, which, like I said, you'll see those clips here in a little bit after this. But this was the bait that he was working it super slow, you know, twitch, letting it as it slow falls, and just kind of slow rolling it in, you know, into some of this muddy kind of sandy bottom, and, you know, and that's what he was catching his fish on. But like I said, neither myself or my dad had this bait in our box, and so we kind of missed out a little bit. But what we did catch fish on was this K-Wiggler ball tail called the Texas Chicken. It's got like a pink back with a kind of a pearlish mid to orange bottom with painted eyes. This bait, like I said, I believe I'm right, they made this bait for the Houston Boat Show and it sold out instantly, from my understanding. And I happened to find some, and I bought these online, and I think I bought them all out. I think I bought like 16 bags of these. And so I gave some to my dad. I have some, obviously. And there's a trip that I fished this lure in. We were fishing Mud Island, and it was like every time you cast is a fish. Granted, they weren't big fish, but, you know, they were fish. And so this is what myself and my dad were throwing, and we caught some decent trout on and a redfish. Like I said, it was a slow day. I didn't have a lot of action my way, but that's fishing, right? That's how it goes. You know, you can't always expect to go out there and just slay them. You know, that's not the reality of it. Like I said, I think the fish were there in that spot. They were just not hungry. Like I said, they were probably feeding all night. And they were definitely probably in the area. They just, like I said, if you weren't putting it right across their face, they weren't going to even give the time of day. So, totally two different colors. The water was very clean and clear for the most part. Visibility to almost 1.5 to 2 foot. And this is what was producing for us that day. So, all I can say is, you know, throw what makes you feel comfortable, what you have confidence in, because confidence is key. Especially when throwing artificial and the fish aren't biting. And, you know, you just give it a shot. You never know until you try something. So with these soft Dines, they're new for me. I've just kind of started getting them this year, and I have some XLs and I have some smaller profile ones. And I'm starting to throw those a little bit more. Yesterday made me a believer for sure that they definitely work, and I'm sure they do. I mean, people sell them in the stores all the time, but you know, it's definitely helpful to see these baits in action and producing and catching fish. So something I want to do in my videos kind of going forward is I want to do like just a lure review towards the end of the video, just showing you like this is what we caught fish on, just so you have an idea. I know you can kind of see them in the pictures, and I definitely leave in the descriptions what it was that we were using. So if you do have a question, you look like, okay, it's this, but at least I can go into detail a little more, like, hey, like I said, this is a Kettle ball tail shad in the Texas chicken color, you know. And to help you guys out, you know, especially if you're new to fishing or new to wade fishing, throwing artificial, and I want to be able to be informative and be able to help you, because I know, you know, like starting out, I mean, that's how everyone starts out. They just kind of, oh, so and so threw this, let's go with that, you know. And it's all trial and error. You got to find what works for you and the conditions that you're in, and not everything is going to work 100% of the time. I could throw this lure all year round and maybe not catch the fish that I caught the day before with it. Like sometimes they just want something a little bit different or a different color. But yeah, so like I said, I want to throw that in some of my videos. I don't want to keep y'all waiting much longer. So here's the trip we had. Hope y'all appreciate it. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it. Doc's over there. I don't know if you can see him. He's hooked up on a second flounder. Throwing him a soft dime. Let's see. Oh yeah, that fishing held it. Second fish of the day.
Gosh, come on. Okay, let's see if I can get this one. Oh, he's right here. Yes. Okay, put that booger like there.
Got him.
Yeah.
Woo. Second one. Let me see that fish. Show them all.
Okay.
It's a hell of a fish. Two of them.
Two of them.
Same thing, soft dime. Pretty much in the same spot. Yeah. Hell, Flounder. Good job.
Perfect eating site. What? Uno cada uno.
Dice Mario, dice Steven, yo creo que dice Roy.
Roy.
That one right there.
That was his
first one.
Yeah.
Look at the dots on it.
Yeah.
They're nice.
It's a pretty fish.
Yeah.
And then a good flounder. And then a good trout. That's a fat trout.
Fat.
She ate. She's been eating.
Yeah.
She's been eating like a pig.
She's been eating all night. That's
She's
why
been
the
eating
bites
like
are
a
damn
pig.
slow.
But she a glut. Was she 17, 18, 19?
It's gonna be 19 and a quarter.
19. This one will be like what?
That one's
18?
gonna be 17.
You think so?
18.
Yeah, 17 and a half.
3/4.
3/4. Oh yeah,
Huh?
that's
17
like
and a
3/4.
half. Yeah, see 3/4. Yeah, you're right. 17 and 3/4. That one gonna be like what? 16?
17.
No, 16.
16?
16
Oh, okay.
and
16 and then the other one will
something.
should be right there. 15 and a half.
No me muerdas, cabrón. Yeah.
Oh.
15 and 3/4.
Yeah.
15 and a half.
Yeah. Good fish. Level up. I think it's just a small trout. Hit it on the fall. Yeah. Yeah, just a smaller trout. That's probably what I missed earlier. It's probably just this trout. Redfish or trout? Good trout. That's got a good trout on. Hopefully y'all can see it. I got a trout, so does Dad. In the net. Yeah, I think Dad's is a keeper. Small, move to, it's like our third spot we moved to. I put on a spicy pumpkin. I think Dad's throwing that Texas chicken, that K Wiggler. Little guy. Yeah, that's a good fish. Got some shoulders.
Yeah. Right at 17 and 7/8.
There you go.
$10,
In the box.
Wow.
Got a crush.